Hey, what is happening, everybody? You are back with the Real PG for another NFL player props video for today, Monday, November the 28th. Before we get into today's video, if I could please ask you guys to smash that like button. We're looking for upwards of 50 likes on today's video. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, get subscribed and make sure to hit that bell button so you're getting the most up-to-date information on player injuries, player line movement, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Last but not least, and certainly most importantly, you're going to want to check out the 3 links in the description section below. The first link is for the free Discord. There's about 650 people in there right now, constantly talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Thrive, Prizepicks, you name it. Second link is going to be for the paid Patreon. If you want to know more about it, you can certainly check it out on the link, or you can come into the Discord and check out the testimonial section that is strictly in regards to the Patreon and based off of results and what everybody else who is involved in the Patreon already, kind of what they think about it. So there is tons that you can check out on your own time. If getting in the Patreon is something you think is for you, but you're not quite sure if you want to pay to get in, right now I am running a huge promotion with Thrive Fantasy, and they are that third link. So, third link, if you go over to Thrive Fantasy and you sign up using my promo code, capital letters PG, and deposit a minimum of $10. You can certainly deposit as much as you would like, and they will match 100% up to $100, meaning if you deposit 10, you'll get 10 for free. If you deposit 50, you get 50 for free, all the way up to 100. So this is certainly something you'd want to take full advantage of, in my opinion. And then last but not least, once you have signed up with my promo code, capital PG, deposited, you're going to make one paid play, whether it be in the prop section or the contest lobby section. That is totally up to you. You need to just sign up with my code, deposit at least $10, and make one paid play. Once you have done those 3 things, you're going to come over to the Discord and message me, say, hey man, I've taken care of the Thrive requirements, this is my username, this is my email, and I will confirm with my contact over at Thrive, and we will get you into the Patreon right away until the end of 2022. It really is that simple, and it is free. Like I said, when you go on there, you're going to get your money matched. So if you deposit, you're already doubling your money and getting a second book to bet at. So there is really no downside when you're getting your money doubled and you're getting a free Patreon till the end of the year. So over a month's worth. With that being said, guys, let's get into today's picks. We're going to start off over at Thrive. I do have 2 picks I like for you. We're going to start with Kenny Pickett, and we're going to look at his interceptions to the over. If we jump onto Pinnacle and we take a look at Kenny Pickett, scrolling down, I'm believing he's juiced to the over. I have not yet checked because the lines were down before. All right, so Kenny Pickett is minus 143 to the over, 0.5 interceptions, and a plus 109 to the under. So you can certainly go ahead and lock this in with some certainty. Next, we are going to scroll on down. We're going to take a look at George Pickens and his receiving yards to the over. Let's take a look at where Pickens is coming in at on Pinnacle. This I might be fighting the line. We'll see. Okay, nope. So they have it at 42.5, and it is minus 125 to the over, minus 105 to the under. So it's not like huge value or anything, but it's certainly got potential as it's a minus 125 to the over, and you are getting 1 yard of value over at Thrive. So that is 2 plays I do like for you. The only issue you got here is you cannot just play 2 players from the same team just like you can't on any other site. So you either are going to have to do one of 2 things. A, find somebody on the opposing team that you like and take their prop and make a 3-man. You could get rid of one of these 2 plays if you don't like one. I would say, if anything, you stick with Kenny Pickett and you drop George Pickens and you replace them with a play from the opposing team. Or you could wait for the NBA plays and you could mix and match with the NBA today. That is probably the route I would suggest, but it is certainly up to you. If you think there is a play on the other side of this game, go for it. I wish you the best of luck. Nothing really stuck out to me, though. So let's head on over to Prizepicks. I'm going to give you 4 picks over here today that I did like. So we're going to start off in the exact same spot with the interceptions for both quarterbacks. I like Kenny Pickett to throw a pick tonight, and I like Matt Ryan to throw an interception as well. If we take a look at Matt Ryan on the books, and the reason I'm sticking to the interceptions is just because there isn't much on this one game. It's going to be a low-scoring slugfest, in my opinion. So there isn't a lot to really offer, but I do think there is some value here. Let's see. Okay, so Matt Ryan does come in at minus 134 to the over 0.5 receptions, plus 101 to the under, so there is a decent amount of value here. So yeah, I would definitely say go ahead and lock in both quarterbacks to throw a pick tonight. I do see that happening. From there, let me take a pick and a quick peek at what I've got on here. Okay, so next we're going to take a look at Najee Harris and his receptions. The books have him at 2.5. They have it inflated to 3 over here. Not a surprise. They normally do inflate the lines over here at Prizepicks, but I do think there is good equity for a push, if nothing else. Let's hop on over and check this one out on the sportsbook. Scrolling down Najee Harris, and he is at minus 175 to the over 2.5 receptions. So that's big time value at 2.5. I think the value is great, and like I said, I think there is superb push equity, if nothing else, on this play. So go ahead and lock that in as the third play. Last but not least, we're going to roll into the kickers. And you can take your pick here. I do think, like I said, this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think the kickers are both going to be very active. Let's see if they have them on the books and what their projected kicking points are at, because that's normally how they run it on the books. They normally don't have a field goal prop on Pinnacle. So Chase McLaughlin would be the first one. So Chase McLaughlin comes in at a 50-50 dice roll at minus 116 to the over, minus 114 to the under, 6.5 kicking points. And then we have Wright. So let's go on down to Matt Wright. Where are you at? That's strange. Is he not in there? Oh, there he is. Okay. Over 5.5, minus 138 to the over, plus 104 to the under. So it looks like Chase McLaughlin is probably going to be your better bet. I do also see Pittsburgh running into more problems in the red zone. I think Taylor finishes the job tonight. I don't know if he has a touchdown prop. He does. So we can quick take a look at this because he has scored in the last 2 games. So that is definitely something that is trending in the right direction. So let's quick take a peek and see what Jonathan Taylor comes and looks like. Ooh, actually, we could go this route instead. If you don't like the Kenny Pickett interceptions, you could certainly go to his completions at 20.5. Let's take a look at that right now. Just because I feel better doing that than taking 2 interception props on the same card. So, sorry to do this live, but I do want to get you guys the best props I can. So, they sadly don't even offer it. Alright, scratch that. Stick with the interception prop. I don't think anything else has moved that big. Does have some equity on the passing yards as well at minus 130 over 214. They have him at 210 here. He has been pretty close or hit in the last 4 games. In the games he did not hit, he was 10 yards off one game and 20 off the other. Let's see how he looks against Indy for his passing yards. So we're going to go by the quarterback. We're going to look at passing yards against Indy. Let's scroll down and see how bad the matchup is. It's ugly. All right, so we're going to stick to the interception play. All that for nothing. All right, so we're going to stick to interceptions. And so we can look to Chase McLaughlin, if you would like, because I do see Indy winning this game. I do see them having some fourth quarter field goals when they're up 7 to 10 points. I think they're going to be just chip shotting them in the fourth quarter just to keep and maintain that lead. He has been very solid this year with totals of 3-1, 2-3 in the last 4. So yeah, that would probably be the fourth play I'd give to you. You could always go back to the George Pickens route again, but just to get different, I would go with McLaughlin on this site, and I would go with Pickens over on Thrive, just to cover a little bit more of all the bases. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today, guys. Over at Thrive, we've got, again, Kenny Pickett over 0.5 interceptions and George Pickens over 41.5 receiving yards. And at Prizepicks, we've got Kenny Pickett over 0.5 interceptions, Matt Ryan over 0.5 interceptions, Najee Harris over 3 receptions, and Chase McLaughlin over 1.5 field goals. If you're tailing, I wish you guys the best of luck. And until the next one, peace.